안녕하세요, 여러분. Welcome to this space filled with the fragrance of Korea. So today we are going to talk about the work culture in South Korea. So as we know, today most of people are dreaming to get job in South Korea and trying hard to achieve this opportunity and get job in South Korea. But did you ever think how will you do your job there? Because unless you know the work culture of a country, you will remain ignorant of them. But how would you like to work alone in a foreigner country? Of course, we would love to work together with all of them. But this can only happen if you know the work culture of that country. So let's move toward your friends. But all of this only happen when you get a job in South Korea, and for that, applying is also important. But the question is how and where should apply for the job. So the job application process work is similar to the other countries, and there are so many platforms where you can use to search and apply for job in South Korea as a foreigner. I have mentioned some website and apps in the description box. You can check them out there. Right now, I can't explain in detail since we are talking about the work culture. So today we will focus on that topic. If you want to know more, do let me know in comment sections. I will create complete video on how to apply for a job and its requirement. So let's move toward our topic. So once you get a job, it's become important to understand the work environment of that office. South Korea work culture combines traditional values like hierarchy and teamwork with modern practice. South Korea has a formal hierarchical structure in workplace deeply influenced by Confucius values, which emphasize respect for age, rank, and seniority. Yes, this can be quite tough for newbies, especially until someone else new join your team. During that time, your opinions might not hold too much value. Sometimes seniors may can treat you quite harshly on a propose just because you are new. But don't worry, you are not supposed to give up. You have to leave a strong impression there. And I know you can do it. You can definitely earn a great place for yourself in that environment. But at the same time, they really value team bonding and a strong company environment. Every year there is a membership in training. Even sometimes it's just for the team, and sometimes the entire company goes together. In this event, everyone goes on a overnight trip to the countryside where they can take part in bonding activities. Is Korean language is important to speak? This question can feel a bit intimidating, right? So let's clear it first. To understand a culture of any country, it's important to be familiar with its language so we can truly understand that country's culture and tradition. For that, you should know at least a little bit of the local language. But yeah, speaking Korean in South Korea, it may be important for you. First of all, people there usually don't speak fluent English. And secondly, and honestly, the thing I personally admire the most is how Korea beautifully integrates its culture and language even in the workplace. But however, it's depend on the type of company. In Korean corporate culture, some multinational companies may use mix of Korean English languages. So now let's talk about teamwork. So teamwork and collaboration are emphasized. Just like you stay close to your family and friends, you also need to build and maintain a close relationships with your coworkers. Always remember, success is seen as a collective achievement. After all socializing, it's called Hilsik in Korean language. So after work social gatherings are essentially in building workplace relationships. The company will also often have group dinner, drinks, even crocus sessions to help employees get connected outside to the office. And this particularly part of a Korean culture. Now let's talk about professionalism. So in South Korea, office neat, clean, always win. White, loud color, flashy prints. So our formal dress code is the norms. With a business suit expected in most office, maintaining a professional appearance is important. Polished shoes, iron shirts, and subtle accessories matter here. Your outfit always seen as a professionalism. Time start means time start. In South Korea, punctuality is taken very serious, and of course, in every country, arriving on time often means arriving early, even 5 to 10 minutes before the official time starts. Being punctual isn't just about time, it's about showing respect, disciplines, and dedications. It's also help maintain harmony in the team. Now the next topic is long working hours. You must have heard or seen this quite often that working in South Korea means losing peace from your life. And the legend like us came from some K-dramas. But the truth is, take any country, if we're talking about, there is often a big difference between dramas, TV shows, and actual life. So let's back to the topics. Maybe that's why people even changing their mind, thinking if I have to work such a long hours, when will I actually live my life? So it's true that working long hour has been a long standing traditional in South Korea, but generally Koreans don't work until midnight every night. Many Koreans think that it is important to deal with it very quickly because they have to take responsibility for the work they are in charge of, and they think it is natural and they do their best in their work. Overtime may also occur when the employee got tasked with an urgent job to do toward the end of the day. But there is also good news. The government is trying to reduce this, and not every company in Korea is like this. To being with it means that there is a still penalty of opportunity for a work life balance. However, it is important to understand the general and traditional culture and values and the Korean society. But in the end, it is also good to know that the positive changes are happening, especially among the more modern companies. There are already many companies offering much better working environments for their employees. If you want to know more about any of these topic in details or want to learn more about Korea, let me know in the comment sections. 그럼 난 연극 수 없나요? 안녕.